Alright, and guys, what a beautiful pump for Kaspa. So the question is Kaspa going to continue pumping and overall market is going to continue pumping? Guys, we are going to look at overall news today. We are going to do quick TAs, short term, and of course we are going to check liquidity, so on and so forth. And if you are new to the channel, consider subscribing, and of course remember that this video is not financial advice. It's just a random dude, my name is Luke by the way, that is sharing his opinions on the market. So let's actually have a look, guys, of how much Kaspa actually pumped from these levels that basically we're paying attention to. Okay, so let's pull out our price ruler, let's say, and we've got 38%, and at its peak it was 41, well, almost 42% of a pump. Guys, I'm pretty sure that you are very happy right now holding Kaspa. Okay, however, I would apply a little bit of a caution due to the fact that Kaspa is in overheated level on a daily time frame, and as you can guys see, the volume isn't really that huge. Okay, we had much bigger volume in here, in fact, where the price is going down. So the question is, can we trust this pump? Okay, of course we are going to look at different things. All right, let's have a look at what is happening on a 4-hourly time frame that potentially is going to help us to determine of what is going to happen. Okay, so what I see is well, quick little 4-hourly bull flag in here, right? We've got let's say retest of this level roughly. Nonetheless, we've got evident bull flag in here, and as you can see in here, we've got the flagpole. Okay, so the question is Kaspa going to well, go towards the upside on 4-hourly? Well, that is possible, considering that we've got such scenario in here, so we could experience a little bit of a further pump. I'm not saying that this isn't possible, but well, guys, after such a big daily run, I would say, okay, Kaspa can potentially pull towards the downside. And again, I am not saying that this is going to happen, but of course this is very possible, especially after such a 40% pump that well, Kaspa holders haven't seen for such a long time. Okay, so profit taking probably might gonna occur. Anyways, guys, before we are going to look at liquidity and overall stuff, you know, let's actually have a look at overall market. So crypto bubbles, what a beautiful day. We are sitting on such scenario on a daily, on a weekly. Altcoins finally regained that momentum, which is obviously a great thing. However, on a monthly, we still have, for instance, Ondo minus 37%. Okay, so altcoins are nowhere near that previous pump where Mr. President Donald Trump was elected, right? Once we got this news, right? Obviously we've got inauguration upcoming, and I do believe that we are going to get into these levels, well, probably in a couple of days. Okay, but expect volatility, obviously weekend, right? Guys, let's have a look. We've got 75 if it comes to fear and greed index according to CoinGlass, and now let's actually go towards a couple of different tweets that I have found for you, right? So first of all, we've got such thing that I have found. I believe this is a valuable piece of alpha, so guys, listen up. Kaspa all-time high loading. If you bought the lows on Kaspa currency in 2024, you would have made around 2x twice or whatever. Kaspa is about to do it again after successful retest. It has pushed over 40% this week already and looks poised for higher moves. Why Kaspa makes sense in 2025? Let's be honest, you cannot expect over 100x from Kaspa this cycle because it has already done more than this cycle. Buying these corrections is your best chance because Kaspa moves like a small cap on the upside. Kaspa holds support like a large cap on the downside, which is obviously a great thing, guys, right? Because we want to buy the dips, right, for the project that we believe in. But of course, guys, we do have to do it, you know, with strong projects, I believe, like Bitcoin, like Kaspa, like, let's say, Ethereum, which I hate, but nonetheless there is much less volatility over there, and you know, it's more predictable, if it makes sense. I mean, these dips, let's say. Okay, so this what has made it stronger player over the past months, as Kaspa has gained investor confidence time after time. When there is a heavy retail involvement in the next few months, projects like Kaspa would definitely be rewarded with inflows after showing such amazing strength. With a highly anticipated Binance listing, it is possible that Kaspa will flip the region around 18 cents and push for a new all-time high. Before that happens, it is always a good thing to hold or buy more. What do you think? Guys, let me know if you are taking profits on this 40% pump. Probably not, because you've been buying, well, many of you were probably buying 18 cents. Nonetheless, guys, I believe that we are still early because the Binance listings still haven't happened, but of course, well, it's most likely to happen very soon. Now guys, moving on with the bullish news, we've got Swiss state-owned bank Post Finance has launched an ETH staking program for its customers. So you're probably thinking, why does it matter? I'm watching Kaspa update. Well guys, you have to remember that Kaspa is still below Ethereum. Hopefully in the future that's going to change, but at the moment it is. Okay, so as we know historically, well, Ethereum actually is starting this second phase for altcoin season. All right, so more inflows for BTC, for Ethereum, much better for Kaspa and other altcoins that are strong as well. Okay, so that's why I'm showing you this. And now guys, listen up to that. Israel and Hamas reached an agreement to ceasefire in Gaza. So wars ending are bullish. Markets hate uncertainty, and this removed the threat if World War III would potentially happen. So guys, of course many things might happen along the way. That was posted yesterday, January 16th. Nonetheless, I believe that if Trump is actually going to get in between them, of course I'm not very political, okay, but obviously he might actually cool things down, and this is very bullish for crypto, okay, because investors hate uncertainty. So the bull run potentially can be stronger, okay? Things are actually lining up. Anyways, we've got such situation. Donald Trump to designate crypto as a national priority, including the consideration of a national Bitcoin stockpile, according to Bloomberg. Okay, this is something that we knew, but obviously now we've got these news flashing. And guys, correct me if I'm wrong, but he is planning to throw 100 executive orders. Of course, not all of them for crypto. And guys, I think that this is going to be very bullish. And also on the top of that, I lost the news about, guys, you've probably seen on different updates and videos on YouTube, Trump is actually planning to create altcoin reserve. Guys, this is so bullish, okay? Anyways, looking at the technicals now, Mr. Prof is pointing such thing out, okay? So for as long as there have been altcoins, every previous inauguration in the US have been the catalyst for an altcoin season. Inauguration 2017, check. 2021, check. And now 2025, okay? Even if you are going to your trading view and you are going to click into indicators and just put US elections, and you can actually see if you are going to bother with putting these vertical lines, you can actually see on your own chart, if you are going to zoom it out to monthly, of course, that every single time after inauguration we have that continuation of that cycle, bull cycle for BTC and for altcoins. So guys, things are really good. Now let's have a look at Kaspa's dashboard, shall we? So the market cap is sitting at $3.8 billion and ranking is at 41. The volume is at 118 mil, and obviously we've got not really if it comes to the pump in the last 24 hours. However, we are sitting at almost 15 cents, guys, and I do remind to everybody that once this is going to be done, okay, and the emission schedule is going to well, go much lower, guys. Well, I believe that this is going to be the time where many people are actually going to get surprised and see what Kaspa is actually capable of, okay? Guys, of course, I don't want this to be fuel for you to degening into only Kaspa. This is not what I'm saying. Diversify your portfolio. Of course, it's not financial advice. It's just my opinion, okay? It's definitely worth it to hold multiple projects. So, for example, once ChainGPT or Ondo or whatever, these are obviously my holdings, are going to pump faster, you can take the profits, treat your misses, and put other half into Kaspa. I hope that makes sense. Anyways, ladies and gents, let's move to ETFs, okay? So if it comes to ETFs, last 2 days, we've got positivity, okay? We've got 620 mil of inflows for BTC and we've got 755, okay? So I believe that we are coming back. And now if it comes to ETH, guys, we've got positivity, okay? 1.2 mil, then we've got almost 60 and 166.6. Anyways, let's move. So Binance perpetual if it comes to liquidity for BTC. So guys, the situation with BTC is that we potentially could see the dip, okay? Of course, I'm not saying that we will, but it's possible. We do have liquidity above the current trading price. The highest level is at 103,000 and the lowest, let's say, well, the most yellow line is at 99,155, okay? So we could see that volatility. I believe even if Bitcoin is going to dip at the moment, okay, that's going to be short-lived, okay, because the liquidity is piling up above the current trading price. I hope that this makes sense, okay? And we can also see in here, okay, more people are actually longing BTC now. We've got 1.2 billion of worth of longs versus how many people are shorting, you see? 579, okay? So usually the bigger crowd is actually losing. Okay, now guys, I know that you're interested into Kaspa. Of course we have to look into Kaspa, but remember that I'm going to be showing you Bitcoin liquidity levels and charts sometimes, because whether you like it or not, Bitcoin is a king at the moment. So daily for Kaspa, let's say that this looks even. We've got 1.51 million worth of shorts versus 1.48 worth of longs. Okay, and now if we are going to put Kaspa on all of the exchanges on a daily, we can see that more people are actually shorting Kaspa at the moment, guys. This is very interesting. Okay, so let's have a look at the heat map for our beloved Kaspa on Binance Perpetual. Of course guys, there is much more exchanges, but I'm showing that well, for the purposes of, well, just a quick tutorial, let's say, and quick estimation, Binance obviously has the biggest liquidity. Anyways, as you can clearly see what's going on in here, guys. Okay, well, probably I wouldn't really enter long or short, because the price could go either down or up. Okay, so if it's going to go down, okay, the lowest level of, let's say, yellow bright line is at 13 cents 8, and the highest level is at, well, let's say 16 cents. Okay, well, of course Kaspa is going to go much higher than that in foreseeable future. Nonetheless, this is an outlook for the next 24 hours. Okay, let's actually have a look at the weekly time frame, guys, because weekly could be very juicy. Oh no, looking at the weekly, that ain't juicy at all, guys. Okay, as you can clearly see, we do have liquidity in here. Okay, but the question is it a good idea to short Kaspa? Because guys, remember, we have a lot of time for Kaspa to go up. Okay, at the moment Binance is still hinting that we can see this listing. Until we are going to see this listing, in my personal humble opinion, of course, Kaspa is going to be searching for liquidity. And at the moment, on a weekly time frame, Kaspa is looking like it might gonna dip to levels of roughly 12 cents in order to grab around $160,000 if it comes to that liquidity. Okay, now guys, let's come back to TradingView and let's have a look at a couple of macro charts, let's say, because we do have to pay attention to Bitcoin's dominance. Okay, so the question is that going to dip on a daily? Stochastic RSI is going down. Once we are going to lose this level as a support, I believe that outlook for altcoins could be a little bit more bullish, and of course for Kaspa. Nonetheless, guys, this was short time frame, and now if it comes to the monthly outlook, we are still going in a right direction, because if you are going to look in here, guys, stochastic RSI is going down, and this rising wedge pattern obviously is a bearish pattern. Okay, USDT dominance, this is going to be almost the last chart. I don't want to make this video too boring and too basically kind of, you know, too much on the screen for you guys to digest, but obviously we do have to look at, you know, important stuff. Okay, shall we? So daily time frame. Okay, let's go back to the daily time frame, and if it comes to the daily time frame, guys, this is what I came out with yesterday. Okay, by the way, apologies for lack of the update yesterday. Nonetheless, guys, we do have a couple of, let's say, anchor points, if I will call it that way. Okay, they are leading us back here, and to me this looks on a daily time frame like a bear flag, and we know that bear flag, of course, is a bearish pattern, and USDT dominance being bearish is very bullish for our beloved Kaspa and rest of the projects. Okay, so guys, of course, I'm not saying that we are going to go down right now and we are going to see massive altcoin season, but everything is pointing out to it. Okay, obviously inauguration is on Monday, correct me if I'm wrong, 20th or 21st. Okay, now guys, on a monthly time frame, I would like to show such situation. Okay, monthly time frame, basically this is a very macro outlook, let's say. Okay, but you see what's going on with this stochastic RSI. Okay, at the moment stochastic RSI doesn't really show like wants to go up. Okay, remember that last time we had huge altcoin season. If it comes to USDT dominance, we were in that bottom area for 91 days. Okay, so it's not going to last forever. Remember, take your profits, because once this thing is going to dip in here, guys, okay, it's not like, oh, I'm rich, okay, you withdraw the profits, then you are rich. Okay, because at some point that USDT dominance, if it comes to stochastic RSI, is going to pump back. Okay, but of course we are not there yet. Guys, I hope that this video helps. I wish you having a great weekend, and as always, guys, peace and love, crypto.